be the life of the party. I be the life of the party. I'm nice, I call it. Girls look so foreign, sauced up and I'm pouring. Girls look so foreign, sauced up.
Hello and welcome Hello and welcome to Mancave Express. My name is DJ Kwame. We are at a different location out at Kaulo Street Food.
Out and about, eh?
Yeah, man, we're just doing the things, doing the most. My name is DJ Kwame and I'm with the gang in the International Melanin.
Danko, Asmongi.
And Show LB Love is also here. So it's the first time actually we've done. Do we call it an OB?
Nice one.
It's
an OP.
Outside broadcasting.
Yeah, officially.
So it's the very first time for the Mancave Express to be out of here, doing the things that need to be done. Before that, man, the person with more experience than all of us, it is Lebogang. You've been out of, like, shot outside a couple of times before, has it?
It's beautiful, dog.
Every time. You're shooting every time outside. Every time.
No, it's not every time.
But most of the time, though.
You can say that.
Yeah.
Not every time.
So I wanted to ask you guys, before we go into details later, do you think COVID has gone into the same status as HIV and AIDS, where it is not as serious, it is okay, whether you have it or not, it's okay?
Okay.
Well, on my side, I think I got a feeling.
I think it's still...
Yeah, because now, for go to Toli Spani or where's the new Pani, like serious companies, you know, that pay proper. They need you to be vaccinated and all that.
That pay proper. The ones that don't pay proper.
The ones that don't pay proper, dog, they don't care. They just want you there. Come and do your work. Let's go. That's all.
No, the reason I'm thinking about it, the numbers are going down. Shout out
Are
to...
they going down?
They are going down. They're not as heavy as they were. But also since the second, fourth wave?
Where are you seeing these numbers?
Third wave.
No, they did announce, right, on TV and stuff. The numbers are going down. We are no more as high risk. The country might be open because we're still at level 1, by the way. It's still in lockdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. I think by the end of this month, if not next month, we'll be back at normal. Just assuming. But anyway, also because I had flu and I quarantined for a day, and I'm like, this would not have happened if Corona was still at its height. You know, like I wouldn't quarantine for a day.
Yeah.
For that to
Didn't they say
14 full days.
Didn't they say China discovered some new virus?
virus food.
I think I saw something like that, even though I didn't read all of it. But I saw a headline.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about COVID. That's my thing. Is it still relevant? Is it not? How big is it? Do we still need to fear it, or we're at AIDS level?
With me, it's whatever, dog.
It is what it is.
You don't work for big companies. That's your problem.
I work for myself.
That's the problem.
Sometimes I will leave my room and go downstairs. You know, like maybe I'm going to a specific shop, right?
Yeah.
And I just see people with masks. And I'm like, where's my mask? And then I'm forced to go back. You know, my building only one lift works.
Yeah.
Just a whole hour.
So it's the whole day. It's the whole day.
But guys, Joe was saying apparently, you know that we got focused. We're still available on WhatsApp. It's 071-575-9895 on all social media platforms. It's the Kitchen Podcast _20 Instagram. Bafethu and I'm thanking Pethe in Maralenten Pethe right. Nakhona kushukuthi manje sikhona lapha ku Facebook the Kitchen Podcast, sikhona ku YouTube the Kitchen Podcast. Guys, thank you for the 200 guys.
210?
20 something.
24.
20 something.
We're on the road to 300, man. We're on the road to 300.
But thank you for the love, guys. Thank you very much.
Here's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys on.
Yeah.
Imagine, right?
Sure.
This is like Sibonelo watching this. No, but like seriously, I've been thinking about it. Sometimes we actually take women for granted and say about abuse. Like as easy to. Like
You're not
sometimes
supposed to
abuse man.
their complaints or the way their actions sometimes are warranted. Here, hear me out, right?
Okay.
Think about it. Having sex with somebody, and then the person doesn't come, but it turns out that person falls pregnant. Do you think that person needs to treat that person the right way? Or is it a bad experience?
What?
Can I read something that I saw yesterday?
Like seriously.
I want a great man's think alive for it. Go for it. Continue.
But seriously, like a girl who's never had an orgasm but then she fell pregnant during the sex. Do you think
Never had.
she didn't have an orgasm? She didn't come, technically, but then she fell pregnant. The sex was bad, basically, but she fell pregnant. Do you think keeping that child is not a constant reminder of the bad sex?
Yeah, it's two ways, dog. It's deep and it's in the surface again.
So I was thinking maybe most of those guys who are not allowed to see their kids, who are like, the sex is bad. No, I'm just saying. I'm thinking out loud. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I mean, really, you have a kid with a person who just didn't make you come.
Shit.
No shit. Maybe I'm out of line.
No, you're in line, but no, man.
Bop.
Let
me read this. Let me read this for you guys.
Yeah.
So this is a conversation between two people.
Sure.
Male and a female, of course. Babe, I'm pregnant. That's the girl. And then the guy's like, let me correct you. You are not pregnant. We are pregnant. We are both responsible for the baby. I will support you and our baby.
Yeah.
And then the girl is like, it's not yours. How do you come back from that?
You come back alive.
We have to put the screenshot though. I felt chest pain.
But you come back alive. No, you come back alive. You come back
After the
strong.
speech dog.
You come back
Let me
strong.
correct you. You are not pregnant. We are pregnant.
Yeah, it happens.
Guys are sweet. Yes,
It
no.
happens.
Yeah.
Guys are really sweet.
Would you say that, man?
What's it?
We are pregnant. You are
I mean, I would say that.
If you said it.
I said it's okay.
What did that lead you for?
Well, it landed me to a good place though.
Okay.
It landed me to a good
On the
Yeah.
good place note, on things that guys are sweet and everything else.
Yeah.
So this week we're talking about at what age do you think you stop looking for looks or going after looks, right? And this has nothing to do with being shallow or otherwise. It's like saying, yeah, it's type so this is the person I'm going for. That's what I always say. But yeah, so like at what age do you then decide to go to I mean looks don't matter, man, as long as there's something in the
I thought about this conversation. I mean this topic. Mina bangithakathile boy.
Why?
And umuntu ongithakathile sekefile. I was working. I'm forever looking at looks dog.
But looks very important.
They will forever count the looks.
Looks are important.
But
also the brains. They must balance.
Unless I just wanna.
But how do you meet brains?
Yeah?
How do you meet brains?
Brains is through conversation, spending quality time.
Like before you wanted to holla, do you holla at brains or you like it's alive?
I know, looks alive.
Exactly. So you do.
You discover, you discover the brains in the process, though. You discover the brains.
So I was thinking about this thing. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? So it doesn't really necessarily mean your beauty is beautiful for me.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
I'm at a
So now that's also another thing. So with that put out there, do you still think you go for beauty, or you think you go for your kind of beauty? Like for example,
My kind of beauty.
like for example, right? Like for example, I would say a person like Unomzamo Mbata is beautiful, and then somebody else will say no, right? And then we'll go and say, I'm trying to find somebody who's like rural, Zahara. Zahara's beautiful. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to figure out. Going to be like it's not that they're not. She's not
beautiful ngaphakathi lamdana.
Oh, come on, Zara.
No, she's beautiful ngaphakathi.
Oh,
She's a beautiful soul, dog.
Zara is beautiful.
She's cute.
Outside as well.
Inside.
No, dog.
Like I'm also trying to figure out an example that will make sense.
Dog,
Zoto.
Zoto,
But there's somebody. There's somebody that finds someone like Uzota beautiful, right?
Handsome up and 10.
No, the man is beautiful.
But also there's some
man is beautiful for the Pentens.
There's some people who found Uso music beautiful. And vice versa, man. Whoa.
No, guys, these people find money beautiful.
But hey.
But you get what I'm going. So that's what I'm saying. The beauty is in the thing.
Behold.
So I'm trying to figure out. So we haven't answered your questions. At what age do you guys think you're going to go like, I
don't think I'll stop.
So there's no return for him.
He's gone.
You?
40.
40?
Yeah, 40 plus.
When I got to survive, my sugar daddy. You'll still be going for looks at 40. So that's a busy tiger.
At 40, dog.
Yeah, at 40.
They say life begins after 40.
Yeah, so, you know.
Life begins after 40.
Yeah, so you can't be chasing looks at that time. You're chasing life at that time. So you need someone who'll progress you in life. Not the looks. Sometimes the looks are so deceiving.
So you're telling me, until you hit 40, you're not looking for somebody who's gonna make you progress, because you're gonna look for somebody child.
So you're gonna progress alone?
No, in the process, I'm progressing alone. Thank you.
Wow.
Manufactured products.
Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification button, man. The Kitchen Podcast _20 on Instagram, and the number to call is 071
575
9895.
I'm so proud of you guys.
For the conversation
as a boss.
So if you want to join in the conversation, man, on the Facebook page, we also the Kitchen Podcast, no nothing. I'm DJ Kwame _SA. This is the International Melanin, and then that is Show LB Love on Instagram.
At Kaulus. Remember, Kaulus. Fast.
And we ordered, we're still waiting for the wings.
Street food. But also remember, the place is at Commissioner. You just go straight as you're going to not Gandhi, you're going to.
Before Chisanyama, guys. Before Chisanyama. I know you know it. Before Chisanyama, Bam.
Coming from which direction, though?
Coming from the direction Risik. Gotcha. Risik and Commissioner, gotcha.
Yeah, there are
Risik
people
and
who are bad
Commissioner.
with directions.
Risik and Commissioner, you won't go wrong.
There are people who are bad with directions.
Risik and Commissioner after the Reavai opposite, adjacent, conglomerate, somewhere there.
All right, so like we said, man, we're talking about at what age do you stop considering looks at the people you're looking for. So there was a survey that was done in 2014, and it gave a couple of insights. So there was like 2,000 men that they asked. So men gave their appearance, so they take care of their appearance until they get to their 46, and after that they just don't consider, they don't care, basically. And then women take 13 years longer, so at about 59. So that's when they kind of stop caring of how they look.
That's why we're going to
but yeah, guys, do that at earlier age, maybe at 46. That's when you stop considering how you look and how your appearance is, like looking fashionable.
So retail therapy doesn't apply.
Yeah, it doesn't apply.
So there's another thing. It's worse for men. Men have admitted after 2 years, right? After 2 years and 4 months. Inside a wedding or inside marriage, they didn't decide.
Inside a wedding.
Inside a wedding. They just consider it doesn't make sense anymore for me to be
with this person.
An average of the people that.
That's why you get around to when they come to bed now. All my political parties, I think t-shirts and stuff. But before, lingerie and
I would it's an interesting thing. We need to talk about that thing. Lingerie. We need to talk about lingerie, because I personally think I also don't get what lingerie is, and maybe it's because I've never been exposed.
Yo! Oh yes! So no.
Lingerie, the tada thing is not a problem. The tada thing is, I understand it. It's just good. I realize with most guys, as much as we like seeing it, they're taking it off and we throw it aside, we're done with it. As soon as it's out your body, we don't care about it. And we need a female maybe to actually sit down and explain all these things for us.
Females, do we? No, not
Couple of them,
Not one.
Good. Anyway, it's a topic that we need to bank on, think about it, and ask you later on as the show progresses. As we asked our cavers on the general topic on WhatsApp, and this is the voice notes that they sent us. At what age do you stop going for looks?
Yeah.
Or you would consider your looks all the way till you die? You know, at what age I would stop considering it? Right? Because I'm sneaky like that.
Because you're sneaky like that.
When I meet a girl, right? When I meet a girl, I try to at least see pictures of their parent, especially the mother, because I have an idea of how she would age.
But so what if
I thought you were.
wow, what if
It doesn't matter, but her mother ages a certain way. So if I see one of the people, especially older sister or mother, if I'm satisfied with how they look, that is part of my. That is part of how I reconcile myself.
But I would love to hear
go
Ernest
straight to
answering
the
this question. Can I give him
Ernesto?
age dog?
He's already stopped.
Okay. Can you listen to the Cavaz?
I have what I have. It's like I have what I have. Like
Cavaz.
He's like I have what I have.
This one.
Like Ernest has like he has no choice.
life
The
problems.
only way he would answer this question is if she decides, or if he decides, not she, because Usheli would be the one deciding.
Oh, name dropping.
So yeah, no.
This one.
He's not gonna miss that. He's not gonna be my Ben. He's gonna beep. That's up.
It's gonna be better.
Ben, I'm telling you.
But yeah, Ernest, the only way Ernest can answer this question is if Upip was not there.
I am watching that.
There's a video I saw on TikTok. So this guy gets knocked by a car and then he gets up after some time. And he's like, hey, who will drive wala? Hey, why wish I see? Wanna I beep? And the guy was like, huh? Like, what the fuck? What do you know?
Yeah, so we asked some of the cavers in general to reveal this answer for us or help us answer this question. And the question was asked is that, at what age do you stop considering looks from the partner that you're going for? And we got, I must say, this time around we got a lot of emails interacting with this. Still, I think we touched a nerve somewhere there. We actually, I think we considered touching a nerve there a lot. So these are the kind of voice notes we've received. And for you to send us voice notes on the topics that we're talking about, you need to send the number at 071
575 9895. Aligante mababe.
Yes, also don't forget to subscribe, click the notification button, and also like the content that we're putting out. It does help us a lot on the content. This is the Kitchen Podcast.
And we are
at the Kitchen Podcast _20 on Instagram. Facebook is the Kitchen Podcast. And also today we are out at Kaulo Street Food. I almost put
Mancave, no, street food. You see the setup.
It's an eatery at Commissioner and
Resik.
So that's where we at. The eatery is quite nice. It's a black-owned establishment, which is what we like. And we're gonna taste the food before we end the show, and we'll let you know what it means.
Gifted.
Young, black, and gifted guys.
So these are some of the voice notes that people sent us on the WhatsApp group.
I am in my mid-30s and I still go for looks, you know, but I don't rely heavily now on looks than I did in my early 20s. So there has to be some form of substance on top of those looks. So I don't go for really super cute guys like I used to, but I also don't go for like, oh my goodness, what a big nose you have. I don't go for that, but I seem to have found a balance in between a person's looks and their clout.
So she wouldn't date Rama Punctual, this one.
Date who?
Rama Punctual.
Who's Rama Punctual?
Yeah.
She wouldn't.
Who's on my passion? Who's Rama Punctual?
You are Rama Punctual, dog.
Rama Pause, Rama Punctual. Didn't you hear her? I don't go for guys with a nose.
Hey, do you guys think your nose changes how you look, structure-wise? I mean, Jay-Z has a nose and a half. I mean, landed Beyonce.
Hey, money, dog.
Well, as
Money
you said,
counts.
dog.
Do you think it's money?
I think it's money.
Do you think it's
Definitely
money, or do you
money.
definitely think
not money.
Beyonce is genuinely in love with Jay-Z?
She's in love.
It's money and love is the cherry on top.
And you know why I ask?
Why do you
Because before they actually came out, I think they were dating for a good year or two, if not almost 4 years.
But who was making money more?
He says on Lost Ones, right? It says B. I wouldn't want her to be something up. There's a B line that he does for Beyonce, and it says, "If I wasn't me, if I wasn't me, I would understand if I go for my goals too, because she's driven like that or something like that." There's a B line. I think we'll try to get the lyrics and put them there. I just don't remember them correctly.
Wow.
There is where he talks about Beyonce's love and how he loves Beyonce so much that he wants Beyonce to experience all she can as an artist and express herself and just be free as a person.
Oh, okay.
Before he speaks about his nephew that he got killed because of the car he bought for him. But there's a thing. So I'm like, is it genuine? Is it genuinely because they're in love, or it's because of whatever we think it is, and also because the nose is there? It's not like Jay-Z
And Becky was there as well.
Yeah?
And Becky was there as well. And Beyonce's still around.
Wow. Yeah. So I also get it. Which sometimes nobody just goes for an ugly duckling or a person you think it's an ugly duckling.
But I was in the lift. And
With an ugly duckling.
No. I was in the lift, and then these girls were complaining, like about Fana who are cute, abana spato, you know.
In a spot.
Abana mpato, yeah, I'm not Zulu, yeah. And then they're like, yo, azin, abafana babi, baphathana kahle yazichomi.
See, I think the problem with women is that women have a general perspective about everything else, right? And also their way of speaking or addressing things is off a general point of view, like when they said men are trash, right?
Or dogs.
Or whatever. We were said we need to even if you've never hate a woman, you need to accept it, right? But when you start saying women are gold diggers, and then they'll start correcting you, which is not all women.
Yeah.
But men are trash.
And you need to accept it, whether you've done it or not. Do you get what I'm saying? So I also don't think Uguti, ugly or not, you don't treat your woman badly if you don't want to be with them. Your woman could be the most ugliest person in whatever ugly is, right? Could be like ugly Betty for whatever reason.
Ooh, whoa.
But if you're in love with them, right? What happened is that you then don't treat that person as shit.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with how they look. The same way where women would say, "This is Kwame. He's not cute, but I love him."
On a spot.
And they treat you better.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
They'll treat you better than they've treated their cute boyfriends because they love you. I think love makes people treat you, the people they value, better than anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So it has nothing to do with how cute the person is. It's like saying a person with a small dick works better in bed because they overcompensate. Hey, nothing. If you can't use that, you can't use that machine. Talk about dicks, right? Talk about. Have you noticed that if you guys are dating, you guys are fine, and then when you break up, all of a sudden you have a small dick.
mean, I've never had that
I've never experienced that.
When you start fighting, like, yeah, futa ngcenge ngepipinyana encane.
Oh no!
Are you telling Moses Mapita now?
I'm just saying, it just happens like this.
What I'm telling Moses Mapita?
I'm telling you, point.
Caller number 2.
Caller number 2, we are listening to you.
We stop considering looks when we are now ready to settle down. Wow, we don't really care what job they do as long as the intentions are pure, great heart, person who's considerate, who's caring, all the looks and all that, they fade away, right? So as long as you are happy with that person, the energy, the aura, when you're around them, you feel, okay, sharp, this is the person that I want to kind of like spend the rest of my days with, possibly. So we stop considering looks. I think around 30, 30, that's when we kind of like start checking out for a person that you want to spend the rest of the days with.
Yeah, 30.
Is it too soon?
Too soon, boy.
Am I a lost child?
Too soon, boy. That's too soon.
30, I would agree. I think after 28, you look at life differently.
Yeah.
You know, and
40 for now.
you look at it differently because I think the adult, the struggle of being an adult gets to you. And you realize that you can't do this shit alone.
That's when the Mandelas and the Randelas are not coming in.
Yeah. You then realize, Guti, that shit of you doing it alone and you go like, as in. Yeah, I'm trying in the street food market.
What?
In the street food market. It doesn't work. But sometimes you like, as in, like, and it gets to you. And sometimes then there's days where you want to just go to Carlos and just eat food alone, just like the pants, you know, go on a solo date.
Yeah.
That is cool. But most of the time, after 28, you start thinking it would be nice to share some of this wealth or share this struggle with somebody.
Okay, let's say now you're at the age of 30 and there's no wealth.
Yeah, but the struggle, you still want to share the struggles and the memories with somebody. Because it gets better when you with somebody.
And you think should be willing to be within the struggle.
It's not. It's not.
It's only the goal.
Let's do this. Let me put it like this way, right? In a way that you would understand, because I can't put it on the. Is it better now, you with your person, than you think it would have been if you were alone? Think about that day you didn't have enough money to finish something, and then she was like, Bamba Hambo printer is keepers of Okwan. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like you would have probably bought the groceries and you are fine. You bought your groceries like the way you normally buy them month end, but then you needed petty cash for whatever reason, but you didn't have it. It's better to go through that with somebody that you are building towards, or you know what they're there for you, 100.
Yeah. It's important to know what they are there.
But you can't, both of you can be broke. Be aware, gents, be aware. Both of you can be broke, very broke. One of you must be doing something.
Explain both
of you can be broke.
Explain that.
Like broke. There's no income from none of you.
Broke is relative, because I'll tell you I'm broke, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean I don't have anything in my bank account.
Yeah, I mean the broke that you don't have anything in your bank account, man. You don't have anything coming in your bank account, on. Nothing, no income, no stream of income.
They've used addressed here are not of the podcast. They are those of UX Iwani.
Yeah, but seriously now.
More voice notes. We've got a lot of voice notes to go through.
I do not think there is actually specific age when it comes to looks, because as people, as women, we have preferences on how we actually prepare our guys. So as for me, looks do matter. I do not forget about looks. I will not forget about looks even at this age that I am.
Shout out.
Because looks are everything to a person. So you can't just date a person because, oh yeah, I can know. Looks are important. So for me, I cannot actually say that I do forget about looks when it comes to dating, because looks to me are everything. You have to look lookable, if I may put it like that.
You have to look lookable.
Ujongeke mfondini.
Do you think when we talk looks, we also talk about the amount of money you have? Because money can make you look a certain way.
Yageza.
Amara khona abantu abangagezekanga.
Njengobani?
Le khona le besha abantwana aba fresh le MB liyayimbi ayimbi.
Again, is relative to ukhuluma ngothando sambambe
Imali yakhuluma.
But you understand, LP? You understand?
I understand.
The hands, dog, you was chilling with dog.
Let the song out, dog. I didn't have interest in that song after that video.
He single-handedly killed that song. That song was big until that video surfaced. If you don't trust me, at me.
Check it out.
Like, tell me on social media that is
Or
the
the
Kitchen
comment
Podcast
there.
_SA, or put the comment there. In fact, I would put out 200 rands to each person who denies the fact that he single-handedly killed that song.
I'm going to create a fake profile. I'm going to go. I wanted 200 dog.
No, but
I wanted 200.
if he did, if you can prove that he is not the reason that song went, I would give you 200 rands. Because I have proof. Like I told somebody that I don't like arguing about anything else because I'm not an expert. But when it comes to music, like listen, I have a PhD in music.
Wow.
I understand it.
Wow.
I don't care what you think. I understand why some songs do what they need to do. And I can tell you now why we have a bigger song that is the biggest song in this country right now.
Why?
I can tell you, people pay for it. It's a very simple thing. Like the biggest song today, it's not a bigger song because it just genuinely it's what people like. Or it's what they produced. It's because somebody paid for it.
And they keep on feeding.
They got the bag.
High rotation.
Do you hear what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll tell you, the biggest song is not the most played song in this country right now. But yeah, Asikolapu, I hear about people's looks and even
voice
let me
notes.
tell you. So as we're talking looks, I was asking if money is the reason why can it be part of how you look, right? Because I've realized, and I've seen the video of Jay-Z or somebody talking about how Jay-Z, the more money he makes, the less blingy he looks.
True.
So again, does money make you look a certain way? Because I'll tell you right now, Bill Gates doesn't look like he's a billionaire. Warren Buffett doesn't look like he's a billionaire.
No Zuckerberg, lower con.
Zuckerberg as well. And also, mind you, they do dress. Their dress code is actually very expensive. It's not Mr. Price just like people think it is. It's just not branded.
Share.
But their thing, probably their t-shirt is like what, 4,000 rands.
Well, please, I want to mad. Go to kitchen, man. My shop are expensive.
Hayi bakhona phela sibabonile abamaGucci namaLouis Vuitton badlula khona kuqeda ukudlula namanje la ushaya Louis V set yonke walile 15,000 baba.
You're gonna beep that sound. You know, we don't want that part. No, we don't want advertising.
It's negative. We're out at Kaulo Street Food. This is out in Commissioner and I keep
in the
forgetting
library
the
garden.
street. Like it's one thing I keep forgetting.
We understand, you know, the dust, street names in Joburg.
You'll
As the city boy in the suburbs.
You'll be surprised I live at the avenue. Just letting you know. I don't talk streets, I take avenues. I'm just saying. I was just putting it out there. I don't live in Tembisa, I'm in Midrand, but hey. Shall I continue?
I think we should continue.
Do you want more, Papa? Man of God. Shall I continue? Go deeper.
Because score, we're trying to move, like the person is not happy. But I think across the ages, man, it gets to that point where once you start spending time with someone and it naturally happens that you start looking beyond their looks and then their attraction. to personality of soul, but I wouldn't say there's an age to it, but I just think it's a time thing. Because attraction is attraction.
I see
Attraction is attraction.
I see sugar interest, but it's still energy, guys. Like sometimes it's still it's still energy. Like still is coming so you are lively, like you are alive. Like
So do you agree with Skobo Giskobo?
I think Skobo regarding you as a person, it's your point of view. Like I said, when we started, I told you, you can't, beauty is in the eyes of whoever is seeing it.
Beyonce.
So that is never, it's, so whatever it's not yours, right? Whatever it's not yours, it's somebody's. So for example, somebody who has third degree pens, or fourth, or whatever the highest is, or second degree pens, would be not attractive to me, but it would be attractive to somebody else. You know, it's like somebody who comes out with a deformed structure as a kid, and that's how they are. They'll be attractive to somebody else. That's why you find people who are normal or size or fully grown. I don't know the right word without being insensitive, but let's say somebody who's dating. What's the right? Is it what? Somebody who has dwarfism dating a normal person. Yo. Do you get what I'm saying? And those relationships are possible because that person sees that person beyond the what looks, you see, the limitation of you as a person.
Think of a blind man. How does a blind man fall in love?
Oh yes, let me tell you. You just reminded me something that's an advice that somebody told me when you were talking about think of a blind man. So I was having a music conversation, and I think it was politics as well with somebody, right? And I was telling this person I'm very sensitive when it comes to certain behaviors or patterns of people that I can't look past a certain way of doing things as a person. And the person that your problem is that you are not listening with your soul. Definitely. When you listen with your soul, you start hearing messages that you are not being told. For somebody that says to you, I don't like Kwame's music, right? You just heard somebody being negative towards your music. But if you listen with your soul, then you realize that it's not that person's cup of tea. So he probably doesn't prefer a certain things that you are doing to yourself.
Do you now understand when I said I don't like that song on the EP?
No, I was not listening with the soul. Now I get it. Now I'm listening with the soul. I understand you're a hater. There's a difference. But yeah, so that is when you're talking about the blind person. That's what I remembered. That I had a conversation of somebody advising me to listen with my soul.
Definitely, guys. Fall in love from the level of the soul, guys. Not the eyes. The eyes are in the soul. The eyes of the soul have the beholder, not the holder.
We got more voice notes from our Cavaz.
I feel like it's definitely after the earlier 20s, so late 20s into your 30s. 30s, rather 30s into like 40s. Not to say priorities or standards have dropped, but as an individual, you'd value more things than others. You know, so if you're younger, looks matter more, but the older you get, the more people you get to meet and experiences you go through. You learn that looks aren't always gonna pay the bills, or looks aren't always gonna build a home, or as a man, you're not gonna be taken care of by just, weaves and nails. So as a woman, I feel like towards those ages, that's where the priorities are different, and the approaches are handled a bit more different. I guess also it depends on an individual, what they're looking for and what it is they want, but essentially the older you get, the more less popular society stuff matters, so
First your accent, honey. Wow.
Wow. You've moved from looks to sound.
Fall in love with the soul. I'm a blind man now. Take it from the blind man.
I disagree with the whole notion that people keep saying, yeah, you can't build a house via looks and looks will not build a home. Fish-based. Do you know how a home that has a very beautiful woman looks? Like,
Looks nice.
it looks beautiful. Like she's part of the furniture.
Yo.
Wow.
It looks good.
Wow.
I mean, we're not at a point where we're not immune from points of not having helpers, isn't it?
You can't.
If we can afford helpers, we can afford designers to design an entire shandies and then I have a beautiful wife.
Uzofitable.
The home is because she's there.
Wow.
You like asambe kumana umkwalo, manje kumana umkwalo uthi makumana umkwalo unomfazi omuhle. Before uthi isofa lakhe linayo.
Umfazi kaMalume.
I've built a home.
Wow. A home is a home because of a beautiful woman.
The home is, it is. Like if she's ugly inside, uzobona nendlu yakhona. Kuthi le ifana nenhliziyo yakhe le. Lonke room look impepho. House to house impepho, yeah impepho there. Like molala uphuphi kahle. Like it's complicated. Is it?
When did you experience all this?
Ushaya like akulaleki nokulaleka azimolala mongalala uvuka umzimba obuhlungu. Like izinto zalapha like there's things ezingayenzeki.
Akho peace boy.
Akuna peace like uvuka umzimba obuhlungu, phethe flu like yayibona ukuthi lo muntu akakwazi ukwenza ne spirit sakhe asikho right. Like akulaleki like ulala ebusuku.
Hey, you've been through a lot, man.
Like akithi
Peseni lo muntu lifini.
it's because inhliziyo yalo muntu ayikho ene movie uyambona nawe ukuthi nje if ungasile endlu le mombheka kusasa bozoba ukuthi lo uhlala une corner eJubet like somewhere une corner lapha mawudlula uthi hello honey like but can you spare some change and something like serious like
Kwami.
like you see these things and you're like, man, can you spare some change?
Guys, from my side, I'm giving this food a rating.
Anyway, do you still have more?
No, I think we have more.
We're done, boy.
We're done.
Are you sure?
100%.
Anyway, but yeah, so me, I think it is your moon to determine how beautiful you are as a person because you cannot ever do good things if you are ugly as a person, Jay. Period. And also, what you feel if you think you're not naturally beautiful, right? That's what we have. We have all those other what you call makeup and everything else to make you look a certain way.
Makeup, they make up the looks.
Yeah, you can. Do you know makeup was actually made for men? It was made for men.
And I think it was.
Yes, when we started off, men were the initial people that used to use it.
Can't Johnny dog.
If you go back in the English times back in the day,
Shakespeare.
like the Shakespeare's times, right? So weaves and makeup was made for men because the richer stature you had to wear makeup. Like it was white makeup that made you look white, pure white, right? And also then you need to put white hair with curls. That's why you find that people who are in courts still do that today. They still wear the weaves.
That's so white.
So it was for white men.
White men.
It's not white feminine men. It had a stature of how it was like a crown of some sort, right?
Wow.
They used to do that back in the days, and also because makeup was used for people who used to act.
Yes.
And
Yes, that I know for sure.
back in the day, women were not allowed to act. So
They were allowed to act, but in the kitchen.
They were not allowed to.
Ooh, got a kitchen, cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, so that was the thing. So a female role, like what's that Shakespeare biggest thing? Romeo and Juliet. Juliet was actually a man was played by the men. The very early days of it.
Yo.
Yeah, so it was all played by men. The whole cast was men.
Wow.
Anyway, fun facts. That's what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Hey, you have put on fun.
In conclusion, in conclusion, if you feel good, you do good. That's my conclusion.
Oh, without a doubt, dog. Without a doubt.
Yeah, so
Leave me hanging.
Looks changes depending on whoever you are. So that's how it is. That's my ending of everything else. Do you want to close up?
I mean, all I'm saying, fall in love with the soul.
And eat food from Ekaulo Street Market.
Street food, bro.
Street food
This
market.
is street food, bro. Street food, bro. Kasi vibes, bro. But in the modern way,
But
guys.
can you read like street food?
Street
It's
food.
written here.
Wow.
Guys, the food is from my
Hey,
side.
I need to HR this whole situation. You know,
HR
this is
it.
our first OB and
Thank you.
people are not prepared and disappointed.
What's the
But we move. We move. Yeah,
Thank you very much for
man.
tuning in. We're on the road to 300. My name is DJ
Guys, we
Kwame,
need to rate the
International
food.
Millionaire, and the show LB Love, everything else. You want to rate the food?
Yeah, me I wanna rate.
Rate the food then.
Me I rated 9
We're
out
out.
of 10.
Nobody cares.
But your food representation, I love it, man.
Elegante, bro.
Shout out.
Elegante. Shout out.
Started.
They shout out.
Life for the party.
They shout out.
The life for the party.
They shout out.
Nights, I called it. Girls look so foreign. Sauced up and I'm pouring. Girls look so foreign. Sauced up and I'm pouring. Hey, I wanna get it started. I'll be the life of the party. I'll be the life of the party. I'm nice, I call it. Girls look so foreign. Sauced up and I'm pouring. Girls look so foreign. Sauced up and I'm pouring. Hey, I'll be the life of the party.